watch your language. I don't want to advertise you as a cusser.
Well, okay, so you now when you graduated high school, did you know what you wanted to do?
No, I thought I would be a missionary.
Okay.
But Dr. Jolly had taught a workshop for young people, sort of like Bible school, at a church Daddy was pastoring then.
Oh, you'd say your daddy was a preacher?
Yeah, he was ordained to preach after he got up here and got religion and went to church with my mom, and he wound up being a preacher and getting ordained as a minister. But anyway, Dr. Jolly told us we could get an education if we wanted one bad enough. And so I raised my hand. I said, how can you when you got no money it costs? He said, if you have faith enough and you work hard enough, God will make a way. So I didn't forget that, and I put in for a scholarship, and it was a state teacher's scholarship. And in that time, it paid everything, even your books.
That's good.
And Mars Hill gave a discount to Madison County kids. So it didn't cost me anything. I just had, for every year they sent me to college, I had to teach a year in Madison, in North Carolina.
Okay.
That was the payback, because they were short of teachers. So I credit him with planting the seed.
Yeah.
And I know another person in that class who went to college, because they remembered what he said too.
Well, now, did you go? You went 4 years to Mars Hill, or how long did you go to Mars Hill?
4 years.
Yeah, Mars Hill.
But they didn't have the third and fourth year,
Uh huh.
and they called 60 of us to a meeting and told us if we wanted to be the first graduating class of Mars Hill,
Uh huh.
first 4-year class, we'd have to stay out a year and work or do something,
Okay.
and then come back so they could get the third year organized and get faculty, and then the fourth year would follow. But we'd have to stay out a year in between. So I thought about it, and I told the director at Mars Hill, would they let me do that with my scholarship? So he called Raleigh and explained, and they said that'd be fine. And so I worked a year at a sewing plant in Asheville, and then went back. It was the first, 1964 was the first 4-year, it was a junior college till then.
Wow. So you was the first.
In the first graduating class, yeah, it was a 4-year college.
That's good, Juanita.
It was, we all knew each other, we'd gone to school together, even though I was a day student and didn't stay on campus, I knew a lot of people, so it was, and the teachers really worked with us,
And so,
because it was new to them.
yeah.
Third year, some of the people there took on third and fourth year classes if they had enough education. I don't remember if they required a doctor's degree or an associate degree of some kind to teach.
Now, what was your favorite subject? What did you like the best, and when you was in college, what did you like studying the best? Literature.
Yeah.
So you like to read?
Yeah, I like to read.
What's your favorite book?
Of all books,
Yep.
Moby Dick.
Yeah.
The poets and writers from that period, the late 1800s.
Yeah. Now,
Shakespeare, I like Shakespeare. And all the New England writers. Walt Whitman, all of them. I like that era in literature. I like the Middle Ages literature.
like the Canterbury Tales?
That time period.
Now, tell me about. Now you were married, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me about meeting who you married and meeting your husband and how all that happened.
Well, we had Daddy leased a cafe next to where he was manager of a store, and about the time school was out when I was in the 10th grade, and my mama got sick a week and couldn't go. He was gonna let her manage the cafe.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be at the store and we could make some extra money. She got sick, so I had to go learn how to run a cafe.
Mm-hmm.
And the head cook had been there a long time, and she helped me. And Ernest came in with his friends to get a hamburger,
Mm-hmm.
and we were closing. And I said, "I'm sorry." And he said, "Couldn't you do it just for us?" And so I thought, well, I'll try, I'll hurry. My dad won't like it, but I'll hurry. So I recognized that he was the boyfriend of a girl that I went to school with.
Mm-hmm.
And so that went off pretty well. Well, the next time he came in, he knew my name. And I told him that his girlfriend that I went to school with told me to tell him to come see her just one more time. He said, "Why couldn't I come see you?" And I said, I can't date." He said, "Have you asked your dad?" And I said, "Not yet, but I know he'll say no." And he said, "Well, ask him and see." I said, "You'd have to come to the house." And I couldn't go out, I'm sure. And he said, "Well, find out, I'll come to the house."
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought he was just teasing. But so the next time he came in, he asked me again. And Daddy had said he could come to the house. We'd have to leave by 9 o'clock because we had to get up early.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have company after 9 o'clock. So that's how I met him.
So he dumped that other girl?
He just laughed. I don't know if he ever went back to say I delivered the message, you know. He probably did. More than likely.
Now, how long were you married?
I think 46 years. 46 years till he died. 46 years, I believe.
And you always lived here in Madison County?
Yeah. Well, no, we lived 2 years in Buncombe.
Okay.
First job I got was in West Buncombe, and he was building the interstate through there.
Mm-hmm.
Or the road that would turn into Interstate 40. He was working on that. So we moved to West Buncombe
Okay.
for a couple of years, and then we bought the farm from my dad and moved back.
So now, how long did you teach, and like what all grades did you teach?
I did my student teaching in a special ed class of 6th graders, and I decided special ed was not for me.
And what year
I
was
cried
that?
all the time because they would learn something and the next day they'd forget it, and
Yeah.
it was discouraging. And I got too involved with my kids,
Mm-hmm.
so I decided that wasn't for me. So I got offered a 4th grade job at West Buncombe,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the first offer, so I took it. And we moved in. I taught 4th grade 2 years. Then I got a job down here in the middle school.